Alright, we're going to take a look at an old abandoned U.S. Navy communications building. This was built back in the 50s, and just to be warned, it is pretty trashed. I'm wearing a mask over my mouth, so it might sound a little different as I'm talking to you, but I'm going to give you a tour through the entire place, even though it's really, really bad and kind of dangerous to be walking through there, as you will see. So let's go take a look. Alright, let's take a walk through and see what's going on here besides stepping over a mess. Now what you're looking at here on the floor, this was all raceways for wiring. Boards used to cover these openings that you can see right there. And it ran all the way around. These are all over the building. There's a hole in the ceiling there, totally through. Totally trashed. Hopefully this works pretty good in the dark, this camera, we'll see. This room right here, there's a hole in the wall. And we're going to go through. Climb through here. You have to be very careful. You can see all the rebar rusted out and sections of the concrete have fallen on the ground, which is all right there. So when I walk, I'm going to make sure I'm very careful and hopefully nothing falls on my head. Somebody over here took apart a huge transformer to steal the copper, and there's all the laminations thrown on the ground. That's typical. Let's take a look upstairs now. This is 3 levels. That's the stairway going up, and you can see big chunks of concrete are definitely wanting to fall down. So I'm going to walk where there's areas where I don't see any concrete that looks like it's going to fall. So carefully go along the wall here. Let's head up these steps. And you can see where that's bolted on. Doesn't look too nice. This doesn't look too bad up here. The ceiling hasn't fallen down. Floor looks okay. We have a door that goes to nowhere. Right here. Walk to the edge. And it goes straight down. This doorway goes to the roof. But we're going to go up another level, and then we're going to go up to another level and take a look at the highest point. Here you can see the great majority of the ceiling has fallen down beneath the rebar. As the rebar rusted, it expanded and it busted the concrete off the ceiling, and it's now all over the place. Over here is a really big wasp hive. I'm sick of getting stung by these things. Take a look outside. Let me head up these steps. This is the roof. The roof appears to be okay. We're going to walk on to the other side over there. Over there is where the antenna was mounted. There's a control box. We'll be taking a look at that. Beautiful view of the water from here. Looking down. Over there is where I filmed the video about the power plant. That's the generator building. Let me head back down carefully. Luckily I'm not heavy. I don't think 150 pounds will break anything. Alright, let me head back down. Let's go over here. This is the ceiling that's pretty bad, so I gotta be careful here. Let me walk into this other room. As I said, the place is pretty trashed. There's the raceways going through the floor. Let's walk this way through this hallway. Over here was a room for the refrigeration for the air conditioning system. Let me get out of the light, it'll be easier to see. Let me stand this way. We have this huge fan blade being turned by the wind. Here's a pressure tank, tested in '84. Alright, I gotta be careful. These are the covers from the fluorescent lights. They're all hanging down as I walk towards the end. Here's a pipe sticking out of the wall. Old shitty bathroom. Alright, we're going to walk in and go up the other side of the tower now. Carefully so nothing lands on my head. Another transformer. Pulled all the copper off of. Let's head up. Ceiling is in really bad shape, as you can see. Have to be careful. The rebar rusted, built up pressure and popped the concrete out. It's all over the place like this. Salt air doesn't help. It's a door to nowhere. 20 feet down is where it goes. Let's go take a peek out here. Goes out to a section of the roof, but I want to go to the high one. Let's go up another flight. This ceiling is a mess. Totally trashed. Take a look outside. This takes us up to the roof, and some screwed up concrete. Stay close to the wall. This is where the antenna is actually mounted. See the ocean in the distance. Now right over here is a control box, which I'm going to be coming back and taking some stuff out of. This is all ceramic. All these little spacers are ceramic, so these might come in handy for something before somebody comes here with a hammer and smashes everything. These two motors, there's one here and one there. As they rotate, this entire piece inside this rotates and chooses a different spot. It must be some sort of a capacitor the way it's set up. It's very unusual. I've never seen anything like it. This one does the same thing. It rotates into different positions. Come back and cannibalize this. Another view that way. Let me head back down. See, it's pretty far. It's way down there. Probably up. Let me take a look over the edge. Pretty far. You can see the dirt down there. It appears to be around 35 feet up. Back into the room. Door to nowhere. Ceiling is actually strong above it. Now you know why they use epoxy coated rebar today. If this was epoxy coated, none of these walls would have cracked up and none of the ceilings would have cracked up like you see right here. Let me head back down. Flight of death. Getting dark. That's the lower level. Would have been nice to see in this place after it shut down, before everybody came in and stole everything out of it. Right. That's the back way out. And all the way to my right, about 100 feet away or better, is where I came in. And that's the end of our short little tour of a communications building built by the U.S. Navy back in the 50s and 60s. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please rate it a thumbs up, subscribe, and post links to this video on other websites and blogs. Also be sure to check out my video playlist as well. Thank you for watching.